Welcome back, everybody. It's, of course, Cape Rugby TV, and we are now starting to wrap it up. And, of course, as you know, lots of fixtures on the cards at the moment. Lots of friendly fixtures, at least, scheduled by Western Province Rugby. A lot of results came in over the weekend, but let's take a look at that. Of course, some of the clubs also managed to send us some pictures and videos. But let's take a look at some of the results then from the weekend. It was a 15-5 win for All Saints over Rugby Universals. Delft scored a 33-0 win over Retreat. Helderberg went down to False Bay 10-7. Blakes with a 21-29 loss to Kylemore. Noordelijke scored a 7-0 win over Belhar. Young People scored a 27-14 win over Rangers, or at least Paarl Rangers. Gardens drew with Titans, and Albions, well, they came away with a 38-12 win over Young Gardens. Meanwhile, it was a big win for Unimil over Goodwood, 45-5. Kraaifontein went down to Van der Stel Evergreens. Hamlets with a win over Durbel. Eerste Rivier went down to Kuilsrivier, 19-0. It was a win for Belleville over Langa, 14-10. NTK went down to Hands and Hearts, 29-12. Franschhoek drew with Paarl in a typical derby match. And, of course, Strand with a win over Silurians, 22-5. Right, folks, so a number of results coming then in from the weekend, but we also managed to get some photographs. Belleville sent us this picture, or at least this picture came in for the match between Belleville and Langa. And we got this great picture here of Eerste Rivier against Kuilsrivier. And, of course, Young Gardens up against Albions over the weekend. So, folks, those are, of course, your results this past weekend. Let's take a look now at some of the fixtures coming up this Saturday, all, of course, according to regulation and approved by Western Province Rugby. Albions take on Paarl. Unimil are up against Durbanville. Langa travel to Goodwood. Silurians travels to Delft. NTK take on Vix. Eerste Rivier are hosting Scottsdene. Belleville take on Kuilsrivier. Hamilton's travelling, or at least are hosting Helderberg. Franschhoek are hosting Strand, and Brackenfell travels to False Bay. And then we see Paarl Rangers off to Young Gardens. You can expect a derby match there. Van der Stel Evergreens host Kylemore. Excelsior and Fora, Hands and Hearts, take on Elsie's Rivier. Rocklands and Silvertree. All Saints up against St George's in another, what one would say, a derby match. Allendale are hosting Young Peoples. Blue Stars United up against Young Standards. Atlantis up against Titans. And Progress are up against Hamadeers. And then we see Stelkor, Stellenbosch Coronations taking on Whistling Wheels. Busy Bees travel all the way to Hamlets up on the west coast. Police take on Visanta Kraal. Gordons Bay Pioneers host Rugby Universals. And Masi Pumulele travel to Retreat. All right, folks, so a number of fixtures then coming up this weekend. Of course, we remind you that if you are out there, practice all of the social distancing. Remember, of course, all these health and safety protocols are in place to protect your safety. And, of course, as we know, no club fixtures are allowed with spectators, or, in fact, without approval from the Western Province Rugby Football Union. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Cape Rugby TV. Just go and look for our competition this week so that you can win yourself that case of Score energy drinks. All right, the case of Score energy drinks up for grabs this week. Again, the triple hamper, the Score energy drinks with the bash shoes, and of course the set of Cape Rugby TV masks, courtesy of CTC Sports. Right, folks, that's a wrap from us then this evening. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.